barbell rack push-up. Now, when it comes to setting the right height, this is purely personal preference and ability. Generally, if you go high, it's going to be easier. If you go lower, it's going to be harder. So based on the reps and sets in the program, make sure you set the height accordingly. It needs to be challenging. Now, by far the most important rule when performing this exercise is the direction in which you're applying force. So here, if I'm leaning into it and applying force, the bar has nowhere to go but further and deeper into the rack, into the metal of the gym equipment. Whereas if I was to come around, and you'll see people do this, so you've got to be careful, and perform the exercise here, applying force in this direction away from the rack, I run the risk of the bar slipping out, me falling down and losing some teeth at the same time. So really make sure you're applying force in the right position, generally towards or into the rack. So we've determined our height, we know which direction to put in. The next step is easy. Starting with straight arms, make sure your grip is even. We want our grip to be shoulder width or just outside of shoulder width. We're going to be pivoting and moving through our toes. And then we're just going to come down into a push-up. Bar is going to touch the chest. That's my reference point. I'm now going to push up. Come down, bar touches the chest, push up. Come down, bar touches the chest, push up. Some things to keep in mind when performing this exercise is make sure that your shoulders don't hike up and shrug. You want to try and keep a relaxed neck as we're going through the push-up. Some other things as well. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself, but more importantly, make sure that you're not using any momentum when performing this exercise. It's not supposed to be quick like this. We want to focus on full range of motion and control. Come into a full lockout at the top, extending your elbow, coming all the way down, touching the chest, all the way up. That part is key. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward of an exercise. Just do it safely, remember which direction you're pushing into, and make sure you have a firm grip on the bar. We want to make sure that our hand is completely wrapped around. You'll see some people use this grip. This is very dangerous, reason being, if you can see from there, if fatigue kicks in or if my hand slips, I can fall forward and all of a sudden I'm going to give myself a bruise on my chest. So always make sure you have your full grip on the bar, thumb wrapped underneath. And other than that, be conscious of your core when performing this exercise. We don't want your lower back to sag and compensate as you perform it. Instead, think about keeping a straight line from your head, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and we're just pivoting and moving through our toes, and our chest and upper body is doing all the work on your tippy toes.